What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to make an ancient Chinese secret recipe that has been passed along through the ages. And of course I'm referring to the Italian Cheese Chicken Penne. According to ancient records that only I have access to, the Mongols invaded China because they desired this recipe for their own use. But now in the year 2018, we can sit down and learn how to cook this recipe together. So come, join me, and we shall begin this epic quest to discover an ancient relic of the past. In order to assemble this feast, we're going to need the following ingredients: 8 ounces of penne, 2 pounds of boneless chicken, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 clove of garlic, 1/4 cup white wine, 1 cup heavy whipping cream, 1/4 cup chicken broth, 2 cups shredded Italian cheese, 1 teaspoon sage, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon pepper, Parmesan cheese for garnish, and parsley for garnish. According to some ancient records I was unable to unearth, this recipe has 6 servings with 643 calories, 33 grams of fat, 30 grams of carbohydrates, and 53 grams of protein. There has been a great deal of debate about how the Chinese used to cut their meat, but I have conclusive proof that it was done with a knife and a fork, and not with chopsticks. Now stand back in awe as I replicate this ancient cutting technique from the past. Once you have finished cutting the meat, go ahead and set it aside in a bowl for later use. You can then begin foraging the other ingredients from your local grocery store and begin cooking the meal. I'm really excited, everyone. We may be the first people in thousands of years to use these ancient Chinese secret cooking techniques. First, we're going to put 2 tablespoons of butter in a pot. Then take your Chinese stove and raise the temperature to medium heat. According to ancient Chinese texts, water is one of the 4 elements that make up the entire world. By placing this water on the stove and turning the heat to medium-high, we bring a sense of reflection to this ancient belief system. Once the water begins boiling, add the penne to the pot and cook for 10 minutes. Once the butter has been melted, take your chicken and dump it into the pot and begin stirring. Now we are going to add 1/4 teaspoon garlic to our dish. If you have a hard time locating this ingredient, I recommend checking out the local Asian market. They have many exotic ingredients and this is one of them. Continue to stir the meat for about 5 minutes while you wait for the chicken to brown. According to my records, this is an ancient Chinese cooking technique that was used to purify the spirits of dead animals. How wonderful it is to see such an ancient technique replicated in the modern age. Once the ritual is complete, add 1/4 cup white wine to the dish and continue stirring. After about 5 more minutes, the chicken will turn brown in color. This is an indication that the ritual is complete and that the spirits of the dead animals have been cleansed from the meat. Next, you will want to add 1 cup heavy cream to the dish along with 1/4 cup chicken broth and continue to stir. Fortunately for us, the spirits of the dead animals have already been cleansed from the chicken broth's container, so we will not need to perform any more rituals. Continue to stir the pan for about 5 minutes and wait for the sauce to thicken. Then we are going to add 2 cups of shredded Italian cheese. Don't let the name fool you, this cheese was made in China. Now we are going to stir the cheese into the dish. This will take about a minute. Just think, YouTube. This recipe was performed thousands of years ago by the ancient Chinese, and now we get to replicate it in our home kitchens. Now that the cheese has been melted, we need to add 1/4 teaspoon of sage, along with 1/4 teaspoon of pepper and salt. And now the recipe is complete. I would like to take a moment to thank the archaeologists and historians who have dedicated their lives to keeping recipes like this intact so we can replicate them in our modern age. Finally, I have taken this dish and sorted it into 6 meal prep containers as a way to respect the past and honor traditions of the ancient Chinese. Please leave a comment in the comment section if you don't agree with anything in my video. Otherwise, it would really help if you would like and subscribe to my channel for more authentic cooking videos.